Alright, so today I'm going to talk about my Aprilia Dorsoduro 750. It's a 2011. Uh, my impression of the bike is it's fucking awesome. It's a lot of fun, like all bikes. So you rip on it, you're gonna have a good time. Uh, I, it's essentially a dirt bike, but without the off-road capabilities. It's the same characteristics you want out of a dirt bike on road. So you know what a sumo is. I'm not going to go into that, but when I got this bike, I originally thought, I want a dirt bike or a sumo that has a little more on-road capability. So let me get something a little bit more street-oriented. So that's where this came in, and it is very much that. But it's not as street-oriented as you would be led to believe. So the 3-gallon tank, 3 liters, I think it's like 3.1 gallons or something like that. Yeah, I can't math either. So the tank, the range on it isn't that much better than you would get out of a regular dirt bike swap with re-gearing and throwing street tires on it. You don't get the range out of it that you think you'd get, and that's not all too bad. I mean, you pass how many fuel stations no matter where you're at. Next thing I have for this is the wind. So like a regular sumo, you're gonna get freaking beat by the wind, and this isn't that much better at all. And even the aftermarket Puge windscreens they have available for these for like $170, they're all. So I bought a Puge and I threw it on a 2012 FZ8, and it did help a little bit with the wind. It kept it off my chest, but the windscreen was about yay big. And if you can imagine that on an FZ8, or let alone that, it's really not going to do that much for you, but it will help, which isn't bad. But it's not going to be what you want it to be as far as wind protection. These things are super agile. Like you can do what you want to do on them, and the clearance that they have is pretty decent. So you can hop curbs and go up inclines or do what you want to do. A little fun, you know what I mean? But you're definitely not going to want to do anything without a bash plate. So keep that in mind when you're hopping off something. The mileage on this thing, it's pretty decent. Right now I'm getting like 47 mpgs, I think. Yeah, 47 last time I checked. And I just did like a 100-mile loop the other day. So speaking of longer rides, your ass is not going to appreciate this, and there's not a lot of aftermarket support for seats. So your best bet is literally take that thing apart and stuff some padding in there and then get it reupholstered. If you can do it yourself, that's awesome too. But I'm not good with upholstering, or let alone even staples. Oil changes, I change it every 3,000 miles, and it's pretty damn simple and easy. I use Modal 5100 and a K&N oil filter because it's so accessible, like any other naked or sumo. You don't want this bike if you need to carry luggage. You could buy the aftermarket GB racks and they stick out, and yeah, it's cool and all that. But you're not going to want to go on those long ass rides getting hit by the wind at like 70 miles per hour for more than an hour or two. And the seat is not forgiving at all. You're better off just going with like a V-Strom or a BMW F800. They're made a little bit more for touring and have the whole setup and are built to carry luggage, because this thing is not without the top rack or the GB side racks you can throw on there. You don't have a lot of real estate back there with the available attaching points. You have the exhaust and the fairing, and you're not going to want to throw too much luggage on the fairing with a strap going to the bottom of it. especially when the wind's hitting it. Even if it's behind you, it's still catching something. I really do like the bike a lot, and it is a lot of fun to flick around and just have fun in town. But I also do like going on longer rides, and I don't think this is built for that. People do it, yeah, but I've been on more comfortable bikes and I know what's out there. So, because I know what's out there, I know there's better. But that's not to say that this bike isn't capable of doing that. With a little bit of modifications, just like I said, the seat, some like luggage carriers, you should be just fine. There's no reason why you can't sit in this thing for a long distance. You might want to have to fab up some sort of windscreen though, because it's gonna get to you after a while. One more note on that. So if you've ever rode a Sumo on the freeway, you would notice when you pass a car, or even if a car passes you, that about 2 car lengths to 3 car lengths behind them, you're gonna feel a lot of left and right wind. So it's basically hitting the car in front of them, and by the time you're in that like second or third spot away from the car in front of you, it's hitting you on the left and the right, and you're gonna feel your body start to shimmy, and that sucks. It could be scary at times, depending on like how much wind's hitting you, obviously, but it's not a fun experience. Its bike's really light for the lack of wind protection for you. So you're basically gonna feel like a kite on it. Yeah, that's about all I have. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Thanks.